the Chevrolet Cruze Eco with a remarkable highway fuel efficiency rating.
Now during Canada-wide clearance, get 0% financing for 84 months on most remaining 2014s.
It's the new Efficient.
Mayday emergency! Anyone from House 51 report!
Good morning, everybody. Rose McGowan spent years charming audiences in the supernatural TV series Charmed, and earlier this year she had her directorial debut at the Sundance Film Festival with her short film Dawn. This month she's lending her support to the Kiss IPF Goodbye campaign, a cause that is very close to her heart. Her father was diagnosed with a rare and fatal lung disease, so Rose is hoping to raise awareness and funds for the Canadian Pulmonary Fibrosis Foundation, and she joins us now. Good morning.
Good morning.
With a makeover, you kissed the hair goodbye as well.
I kissed my hair goodbye.
And you like it.
I do like it.
Right.
It's pretty punk.
Yeah.
And in a town where you're born and bred just to be pretty and pleasing all the time, it's kind of a doing it for yourself.
How much of that can you connect to the fact of what you're going through personally right now, where you no longer care about what your hair looks like?
I can connect that greatly. It's been an evolution. I dyed my hair blonde, which was maybe not advised, when I was directing, when I directed my first film. And I think it was just part of a metamorphosis of no longer wanting to be what was expected of me, even though I always kind of did it my own way. I took the last 7 years off, like after taking care of my dad while he was dying from pulmonary fibrosis, and then I traveled and I just saw the world and did everything, and then I came back and I just thought, you know what, I have a passion, I'm an artist, I'm gonna do it. And one of the things I'm really passionate about, obviously, is being here. I'm so grateful to Canada as a country for having Pulmonary Fibrosis Month. That's huge for this disease, and it's the Kiss IPF Goodbye campaign is really, really groundbreaking in that people are going to be donating every time you go on to cpff.ca. I'll get this all out of the way. Then you retweet or tweet or share one of the videos on there with the Kiss IPF Goodbye hashtag, and donations flood in. And you can see the blue lips, which is what happens. You know, my father, his lips turn blue. And it's because, I mean, imagine the air's being choked out of you. It's a really, and he was a vegan for 25 years, never owned a microwave, hiked 2 hours a day, and he was 58. And,
so idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis, how rare is this? Explain, you know, you describe some of the effects of this, but describe.
It's rare in the sense that nobody knows about it. It's not rare in the sense that it does happen to quite a few people. It kills more people each year than breast cancer.
Really?
But breast cancer, I imagine, in the 70s and 80s wasn't being talked about. So people have to get out there and bang the drum. And one of the ways I want to do it is to actually go and speak to researchers on their own, to get people on the front lines, because as we know, if we wait for government often to do stuff, it can take a while.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk a little bit about your career for a minute.
Okay.
And the fact that you decided to go behind the camera. What prompted that decision? Have you always wanted to do that?
Well, I grew up studying film with my father. He was a huge film buff. I hosted a show on the Classic Movie Channel. I'm on the board of the North American Film Noir Society Restoration Project. I'm heavily involved in cinema, and my friends who are really, really big writers who wrote this piece for me just said it's time. You know, and I tallied that I've spent over 17,000 hours on sets.
Wow.
And what do they say, after 5,000 you're a master? So you know, I've got a couple PhDs under my belt right now, yeah, in the movie world. And I know I spent a long time learning what I didn't want to do and how I didn't want to be or how I didn't want to behave. And that's just like a sculptor. It's what you guys do every day. You're like, you hone what you do by knowing what you don't want to do, and then you find what you do want to do. And just finding your passion at any stage in your life is a huge thing.
I would imagine it made you a better actor as well, because now you understand the communication. But has it made you, I don't know if this is the right word for it, a little defiant with other directors, because you know?
That's tricky. No, actually, I have to hang that at the door. Mm-hmm. And I used to have hair to hide behind. I would hide my hair and just bite my lip. But now I'm just going to have to do poker face. No, it's their show, yeah, you know, and I'm an actor and I'm employed by them. And it's their show. One of the great things about doing your own thing is getting to do your own thing. But no, I understand what you're an employee versus the employer. Absolutely.
It must have given you a great sense of strength to be a director, and then you figure out and discover all these new nuances to the whole business of acting and movie making.
That, and when you see people actually not pick up on the nuances that are available. that's when you see what can be done and what is being done. You know, I mean, when you do a movie or a TV show, fingers crossed, the script can be really good and it can turn into a debacle, or it can be okay and then be great. You never really know. It's a total crapshoot. It's like making a painting with 150 fingers, and each finger has its own ego and thinks that, you know, so to control all of that world is something, yeah.
When disease or sickness enters your life, however aspect it does, suddenly you throw caution to the wind because nothing else matters.
It doesn't, does it?
And the crazy thing is when you do that, suddenly the universe seems to take care of you, because when you stop caring, it starts to take care of you. At least that's been my lesson.
That is, you're so on point with that. That has been completely the overriding. The last year of my life has been so much about just finally just flying and doing what I want to do, and still helping people, still working behind the scenes. I still like volunteer and do this, that, and the other. But yes, the world does respond.
Well, it's interesting because you know it's a career changer when you cut your hair like that, but suddenly you're going to see all these new doors open up, right? I mean, that's you talked about last year. I'm assuming that's what you mean.
I mean, as early as 3 years ago, I had an agent that told me not to speak as much in meetings because I sounded too intelligent and was threatening to the men.
What?
Really?
Yeah. And this is a female agent.
Okay, you got to come back because we're out of time. We got to come back and talk about that.
That's a fascinating
So hashtag KissIPF goodbye. CPFF.ca. Thank you, Canada. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you, Rose McGowan. Really nice meeting you.
Really nice to meet you.
Thank you. Coming up on the morning show, going grain-free. Dr. William Davis is back, and he has a new book. He tells us how to deal with the side effects of the wheat belly diet.
Madam Secretary, we have a problem. Drone images just show fire and rubble. We need to take direct action.
That's not protocol.
I came here to do the job that you said only I could do. Let me do it.
Madam Secretary, series premiere, Sunday at 8:30 on Global. Set your PVR now.
What makes Dodge Journey the #1 selling crossover in Canada? There's a country full of reasons. Start with 7-passenger seating and in-floor storage. Add in all-wheel drive that only engages when you need it to maximize fuel efficiency. And 36 MPG from Award's 10 Best Engines winner 3 years in a row. Starting at only $19,495, Dodge Journey. It's winning the country over coast to coast.
Want long-lasting 24-hour volume? All new Volume Collagen by L'Oréal Paris. With its collagen-enriched formulas, lift from the roots and provide 24-hour weightless volume you can feel. 9 out of 10 women were satisfied with all new Volume Collagen from L'Oréal Paris.
It's not your standard night. It's not your standard game. And it's not your standard sandwich. It's a sandwich with standards. Feed your hunger with one of our savory chicken sandwiches only at Subway restaurants. Subway, eat fresh.
Millions sleep on it every night, so why not walk on it every day? With Skechers Memory Foam, it's like a bed for your feet. Built-in memory foam insoles provide a gentle, comfortable cushion with every step. Feel the difference with Skechers Memory Foam footwear.
High-performance car, but still driving with indoor glasses? Xperio polarized sun lenses stop the glare, so vision is crisper, colors truer. Stop the glare. Ask your eye care professional for Xperio polarized sun lenses. Find one at xperio.ca.
Ford's been in the forefront for many, many years. EcoBoost is a fantastic combination of fuel efficiency and performance.
Customers are blown away. They get way more out of Ford.
The hands-free liftgate goes popping up. It just makes life so much easier.
My name's Prakash. I've been at Ford for 12 years.
I've been with Ford 14 years.
35 years.
We're proud to offer you Ford employee pricing.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
You pay what we pay.
And it's super simple.
Nearly 500,000 Canadians have already shared our price. But you better hurry. Ford employee pricing ends September 30th.
This is war.
Our next guest, Dr. William Davis, is a cardiologist and the author behind the New York Times best-selling books Wheat Belly and the Wheat Belly Cookbook. His new book, Wheat Belly Total Health, addresses how to go grain-free and explores the issues that arise when you cut the wheat out. Dr. William Davis joins us in studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
We always hear, like, you know, whether it's Health Canada or dietary guides that come down, that whole grains are an essential, important part of your nutrition, and you think that's absolutely wrong.
Absolutely wrong. It couldn't be farthest from the truth. They fell into a logical trap, and that is if you replace something bad, white flour products, with something less bad, whole grains, and you see an apparent health benefit. That's true, you do. Less diabetes, less weight gain, less heart disease, etc.